Let's see now.
The War Within is now live, and while we can't wait for everyone to experience the upcoming endgame content, the train isn't stopping. Arriving on the PTR soon, the team will be testing a new anniversary event for World of Warcraft. Today we're here with Holly, Brett, and Leah to share more on what the live team has been cooking up. So Holly.
Yes?
Let's talk anniversary.
Yeah, I mean, 20th anniversary for World of Warcraft, 30th for Warcraft, and 10th for Hearthstone. What an amazing journey, and to be leading into it this year, you know, our commitment to make the game feel alive every single day that you log in. All the work we're doing to kick off the World Soul Saga. So excited that War Within is launched and everyone's in it now.
20 years
and
of
part
World of
this
Warcraft,
world
guys.
story.
20
and we're going to
years.
see where it's
That's
going. We're
epic.
not stopping. So anniversary is coming up, and we've got some good friends here to talk about what's coming.
Bring
With
it.
such a big milestone for the game, how did you approach this year's anniversary?
It's a great question. Last fall, even, I started to look into what kind of event we wanted to do. We've had various events in the past. For the 15th, we did that really epic raid. So I did some ideas, and it really became a patch. We sat down, we did a huge brainstorm with the live team, and then we started to pick the top ones and see what we could do to cover all of our different player segments. So it was really a fun experience to flush out all these cool ideas.
What was at the top of that list?
By far the top one, everybody remembers Blackrock Depths really fondly. And so
Fondly.
we
Fondly
are,
is a word.
so yeah, everybody really wanted to do something with Blackrock Depths. And so as we looked at all of these features, we really wanted to make them new and innovative, but also harken back. So we are going to be bringing Blackrock Depths as a 10 to 15 player raid. We're really excited. We have 8 main bosses, 5 mini bosses, and basically we'll have LFR, normal, and heroic difficulties.
I remember Blackrock Devs. I was there with my hunter, just farming that gladiator's chainmail over and over and over again.
It was always
Lots of
random
people
too,
were-
so you didn't have a chance always.
Will they come back
Forever,
to
so I'm
Anchorage,
excited to go back in there and
the Anchorage events?
hopefully get
Because
me
I wanted to do that and I never
I
had a
remember
chance to.
going there and dying. So, you know, if anyone wants to carry me in a heroic, just ring me up.
What other features are there going to be in the anniversary event?
Yeah, so we really wanted to do an outdoor experience to sort of revisit the Gates of Ankraj opening.
Yay!
And who better to take us on this adventure than Chromie?
Yeah!
So Chromie has this codex that she uses to safely display the past. And well, you can expect there's going to be some crazy time things happening with that. So we're going to have enemies popping up that should not be there within Silithus, like the Scourge, the Legion,
Kel'Thuzad?
Karaji, and we're going to see some familiar names like Tichondrius,
Oh.
Assyrian, and Kel'Thuzad.
Kel'Thuzad.
Oh, Kel'Thuzad again. Oh man.
It's shaping up to be a really cool experience. Players will
Question,
get
is
to queue
this
in
just
whenever
an
they want.
anniversary,
They'll get put together with other players
party,
and
or
get to
is
go
this
through
canon?
Kind of epic fixing of the past.
Again.
Yeah.
As we would say, timey-wimey. Speaking of the past, is there anything else that we'll be revisiting?
So we've heard the community loud and clear. We know that time walking is very popular. So the team has put together some incredible time walking dungeons.
And some of you may be thinking
Which
BFA,
ones?
but that's not quite yet. We're actually going back in time to fill in one of the areas that we have not hit yet, and that is the original dungeon. So we're going to be bringing Dead Mines,
Dead Mines.
Zul'Farrak,
Oh.
Dire Maul, and Stratholme. So there'll be 2
Dire Maul, the
wings
big one.
and
Whoa.
the 2 Stratholme wings. They'll be introduced with 20th, but they'll continue into the regular rotation afterwards. A couple other things that we're going to change with time walking. We're going to allow players from 10 and up to do it. So a lot of those people that like to level
Nice.
will have more opportunity there.
Perfect.
And then we're also realizing that a lot of people already have all of the items from the various vendors. So we are going to do a vendor refresh, and so you might see some new mounts, pets,
Oh, cool.
and transmog
Great.
show up on each of the vendors as
All
we
right.
go through the different time walkings going forward.
So I can go to Dire Maul, get loot and more loot and more loot.
Yeah,
New
we're really
loot.
excited
That's
for everybody
fantastic.
to get a chance to go after the things they like. You know, if they enjoy doing the dungeon run, or if they're looking for more of those old transmogs that haven't been available.
Yeah.
Is there
Okay.
still a chance for Baron Rivendare's charger to drop?
We may have a chance in time walking for that mount actually. Yes.
They might do something similar
that
to
on
what
my
they did
first
with
kill, by the way.
Pandaria
Are you
Remix.
serious? You're that player?
That's the only one I got first try.
That's so awesome.
My lucky one was the Headless Horseman's one.
Oh,
so
wow.
I got,
I have never been
couldn't
lucky
hit the
with
charger,
first
but I
time
got
drop.
one, so.
It took
Never.
me years to get that one.
So when I think about WoW's anniversary event, I always think about the Caverns of Time and the party there. Is there any changes to the celebration?
Oh yeah, we have a lot of changes. So you're used to going into the Caverns of Time to sort of experience the anniversary. But you're gonna notice right away that everything is right at the entrance, right outside. And there's
Okay.
all kinds of activities there for people to do. We have a mini trial of style kind of event called Fashion Frenzy, where you're gonna have like different themes to dress up to and vote on your favorite transmogs. We have a storyteller, Lore Walker Cho is gonna tell a few different stories, and you get to participate in the audience. We also have Mount Mania, which is a fun game where you're gonna get to kind of show off your mount collection.
That's a perfect one for you. Right?
I love
Okay.
mounts. I love showing off my mounts. I'm really excited for that. There's a lot of different things for you to just explore outside of the activities. We have an ice rink, so you're gonna be able to just slide around into Neris. We have a pet corner where you're gonna be able to turn into your pet. We have costumes. You can cosplay as heroes and villains from the past. You can run around and like scream different voice lines at people, which is a lot of fun.
My favorite's Illidan. You'd be like, you're not prepared. You just stand and tell everybody they're not prepared.
We also have guest relations where you're going to be solving riddles and clues and other things to help out the visitors within the Caverns of Time.
Oh, so like Secrets of Azeroth?
Yeah, it's like a
nice.
Secrets of Azeroth sequel,
I
basically.
love that.
Awesome.
I had so much
Okay.
fun with that. Is Korok's Revenge, the PvP brawl, coming back?
Yes, so Korax returns. We'll have that during the whole event. We actually moved the vendors to the new hub. We also have the 3 world bosses returning, the world dragons. Then we have Azurgos and Kazakh as well. Plus, we have 2 new gate crashers. Chaw of Anger is going to show up, and so is Archvon the Stonewatcher. They'll both be out in Tanaris as well, similar to where Doomwalker is.
With so many new activities this year, are there new rewards?
Of course, as we looked at the marquee reward for this event, we've come up with a cool riff on a Phoenix mount. So basically, Ashes of Valar was a really good one back in the day that we really thought was iconic, and so we've iterated on it, and now we have this blue Cold Flame Tempest mount. It's got armor on it, and one of the cool things we were able to do is here at Blizzard we have service rewards. So as you're here a few years, you'll get a sword and a shield. So we use that as our basis to do the armor on that mount. And we enjoyed it so much, and the artists, they actually spent one of their hackathons making our service rewards.
That sounds
in
like
the
they're
game.
showing
so
up
you'll
more
be able
than
to collect
anything
through
else.
the 20th.
Oh,
the sword,
okay.
the shield, the crown that we have. We even have
Okay.
a ring toy that we're going to have players able to get.
It's kind of
Okay.
iconic to have essentially a World of Warcraft team member transmog.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
We have to get suits of armor added as one of our rewards.
Yeah, 30 years, right? We haven't picked the 30-year service reward yet.
We also have a balloon toy, which is really cool. And my favorite is the baby Dreadlord pet.
Oh my god.
So I'm excited to go to the hub and become my baby Dreadlord pet and run around in the area as that.
What's your little sword?
Oh yeah. One of our artists, Mats, he was able to put together the sword like Kazakh has, but in baby form. So it's really cool that it fits really well.
It's like a butter knife.
So cute. Are there any rewards for the Warcraft 30th anniversary?
Yeah, so we have some faction crests, which are going to be back pieces for each of the 4 Warcraft 3 factions, which is Orc, Human, Night Elf, and Scourge. And these are going to be coming in the November trading post.
How will players get these cool rewards?
It's a great question. We are going to be introducing a new currency this year. Players will be able to collect it from our weekly quests that we'll have for each of our features. And then we also are making sure that if you're really into the Season 1 content, you can still do those weekly quests and the weekly activities to collect the tokens there as well. You're going to get a lot of tokens, and you'll need them because we do have one other big reward. As we started to think about this, we talked with our artists, and everybody really agreed we needed to really go iconic. And we looked back at our Tier 2 sets. So we ended up making all of
New
the Tier 2
versions?
sets modern with the new modeling, the new VFX. I can't wait to see people walking around in the Judgment armor.
What about the classes, though, that weren't available when Tier 2 came out?
That's a good point. You know, we didn't have monks back then, but we didn't have evokers back then. But we did have a dragon, and they wore armor. And so we really looked at NPCs that were at that period of time. So Nefarian was our model for doing the evoker set. We looked at also like other iconic NPCs that existed back in the day, and so each of the new classes do have their own set. So
Wow.
all 13 classes will have a Tier 2 up-res set.
Wow.
Speaking of classes, there's some cool changes coming.
Yes, I'm so excited for Drakthir to finally get more classes. So you can expect to see 6 new classes with them, with Hunter, Rogue, Priest, Mage, Warrior, and Warlock. And we're also getting a new skywriting talent, which is called Squadrons, where you're going to be able to have 2 Drakthir companions flying alongside you in like a formation, which is so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Drakthir gonna be like Top Gun.
Yeah.
It's
Is that
so
going to be
cool.
just like cosmetic or?
Everybody's gonna
Hey,
be
interesting.
reserving now.
Anyway, I'm not complaining. Sounds
Is there
good.
any other class changes coming?
Yes, we've heard loud and clear from the shamans that they're ready for something new, and we are ready to deliver. We have brand new Ascendance forms. They really are cool looking. They match each of the elements that shamans use.
They look amazing.
They really do.
This update sounds so amazing. Before we go, is there any other additional details we should tell players?
Yes, one of the things we really want to call out is in the past, these events have been 3 to 4 weeks around the anniversary, but this time, this is the patch. The entire 11.05 patch is really dedicated to the 20th anniversary. It'll go for more than 2 months. We have a lot of time for everybody to get into these features, experience them, play as much as they want, and work towards those 13 sets.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
even though we just launched the War Within, this PTR is coming very, very soon. So keep a lookout for the news on when that's coming to you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about the 20th anniversary with me. And I can't wait to celebrate the 20th anniversary with you in game. See you next time.
Bye, guys. Okay. This sounded really good. Perfect. Every time we participate in one of those events, it's fantastic. And this time it's no different, really. I mean, I think a lot of great rewards. The armor sets for the first tier class armor bundles or armor sets, the new look on them, they look fantastic. They really look really good. And oh man, the evoker different classes, they came too late. I wanted to play my evoker as a warrior. I wish they would let us change the class. Is that possible? I don't even think that's possible. It's not possible, right? I don't think so. Anyway, that would be great. I wanted to play my evoker as a melee fighter, but I ended up being ranged DPS, which is not that bad, but I mean, I'm willing to use a sword with that evoker. But anyway, sounds good. I mean, what an anniversary event is going to be. It's going to be fantastic. Lots of rewards. It's going to be great. Hope to see you guys there. I hope you enjoyed the live reaction video, and hope you enjoy some of the rewards that have been announced and you're ready to get them. So get ready to farm that new currency. November can't get fast enough over here with us. Thank you so much for watching, and may the light embrace you. Oh, and see ya in the War Within. Bye.